Alright. Today, we are going to be getting all of this online. Oh, darn it, I hit a wire. I'm getting all this online. Because, I mean, there's a blueprint full catalog, which is actually going to be updated because there is some bugs that I have found with these. Alright. Yeah. So you'll get all your blueprints, right, out. This one won't matter, and this one won't matter. This one will crash your game. So what you want to do is place your first one down, right? This one will be the direction you want, right? So, like, behind, it will go that way, right? Makes sense. The other ones, how about like this, you attach it like this, right? Pretty simple. The only tricky ones is just lining it up in the middle. It's pretty easy because these are in the middle, and then when there's even not ones in the middle, there's always wires to guide you that are directly in the middle. So it shouldn't be that hard to connect all of them. Also, just to help you know where the segments are, there is one here. There is one here. 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 The one is here, but I don't fully know. No, it's over here, yeah. Oh, is these still two off? No! That's not what I want. Are they off literally by one? They are. Okay. Well, there, that should show you. These are not fully done yet. Clearly, there's still some kinks. Alright, let's get this all started. So, there is nothing you have to do over here. This is the last step, putting this wire in place. Alright, for all of these are supposed to be, coal and ice. You can put these in, like ice and then coal if you want, or just ice, or just don't use the second ones. I like to use it this way. I don't know why. But yeah, you set these all up as ice and coal. Not this one. And you do that for all of these. So ice and coal. Ice and coal. I'm about to run out of oxygen. Because I am doing this literally on a save that I have. Yeah, keep aware of your oxygen meter. It will run out. There is no oxygen included with this. You can add that on later. Because there is water included with this. Now I'll show you exactly where to put them to. Alright. And then this is just coal. I panicked right there, so. Alright, so this one, it's up to you if you want to do, like, some coal goes this way and some ice goes this way. And then the rest go here. Like, if you want to replace this with, a splitter, right? Change this to 0, right? And make it ice and coal, right? That will work. Half of it goes that way, half of it goes that way. Splits it up evenly. And you do the same over here. Except you want to actually do it correctly. Nope, don't do that. Ice, coal. Ice, coal. Alright. Alright. So this, all the ore will go into here. Well, through here, actually. And we'll get to this in a second. All we're gonna do is do this, because this is going to take you a while. I will do one side, and then I will skip to the second, because the second is, through the second one, because it's this the same thing, but just flipped around. It's not hard. Oh, I did include oxygen. Cool. And then I'll see you at the smelter after that. Alright, so all we want to do is make sure this is set to ice. We want to set this to 5 and 0, and just slowly count down. So 4, 0, make sure it's set on ice. 3, 0, set on ice. 2, 0, set on ice. 1, 0, set on ice. And we want this on 0 and this on 0 and ice. This should really be a one of these, but I was too lazy to do so. Alright, so 0, 0, ice. 2, 0, ice. 3, 0, ice. 4, 0, ice. 5, 0, ice. Oh wait, I did that wrong, didn't I? Or is there 6 on this one? No, I did that wrong then. Wait, did I? Oh no, that should be 1. Nah. That's my problem. 2, 3. Yeah, don't make that mistake. 4, 5. There we go. Yeah. That should always, the send one should always be 5. Alright. Same with the last row, but I'm going to show you the coal row, because I don't think you want me to see me doing that. So coal, kind of the same thing, except we're starting at 20. You don't need to select coal, because it will only be coal pouring out of these 2. Or 3. And then 18, because we're going by 2, right? It's splitting into 2. 16, 14, 12, 11, no, not 11, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 0. You do that 3 times for all of these, and then you do the same thing for over here. Alright, now that that's done, and you set everything on this section up, we go on to the next one, where it's pretty simple. We just split everything. So just make sure that all of these don't go to the next one. It's pretty easy. Alright, so this one just goes to 0. If you want to be really smart with it, I guess you can make it so that way, like, only, like, 2 of them get affected. I guess you could also replace them, so that way only those go into that one. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then once that's done, you'll go over here. I'll show you what to do over there. 0, 0, 0. Okay. That's pretty simple. just make sure that these are set to 0. Then we take the way it's going and plug up the holes, because they're not supposed to be in there. Alright, after that we move on to our next section. This one is a little bit more complicated. It also involves the next section as well. So, alright. First, this one is gold. Remember that. This has to be gold. This has to be copper. This has to be iron. Actually, these two can switch between. Does not matter for those two. This one just has to stay gold. So, put this one on as gold. I'm going to put that one as copper, and I'm going to put this one as iron. Yes, these do correspond to each one, so it's a little bit more helpful. Go over here, the same thing. Right, so that's gold, right? That makes sense. Copper, iron, gold, copper, iron. Like, hey, what about the one over here? What does this one do? This one you can do whatever with. This is just going to store any material that comes in, and we'll store it there. And we'll use 3 of them, so that way you can build up what I have, right? Right, I have all this, or yeah, there we go. Right, I have, that way I can build up like this. Although I need to build up gold, but I'm also using it all. So, alright. So the next thing we get to do, we actually need to do the second part, this section first before we do this section. So we need to set this all up. So, pretty simple again. There's splitting, so making the side that you don't want to go on 0. And 0. Nope, not that one. Did I do the same? Okay, I did not. Yeah, you don't want that. Alright. 0. 0. Alright. So now that's set up. We can now correspond these to each one. So these ones will be iron. Those two will be iron. That one will be copper. Where's the other one? There it is. Copper. This one will be gold. Okay. These do correspond to each one of these. Also make it a little bit easier. Alright, here's the important part. When we select these, I'm going to go down to there. Actually, it's down to these. There, it's off, right? Because it's calling for iron, which does not exist, actually. Yeah, should be that. Yep, there we go, okay. Alright, make sure you select iron. Yeah, and also make sure it's set to equal to 1, because sometimes there'll be only 1 in there. Or I guess you could make it 2, because these require 2, yeah. So, alright, these 2. Come on. That's right, copper. There. 2. Copper. 2. This one, because it has 1, we don't need to change anything in here. We do the same thing over here. We set these to the corresponding. Iron. Iron. Alright. Go over here. Set this to iron. Set that down to there. Make that 2. If you notice on these, I'm clicking the X because it's broken. Like, I'm hitting escape right now. Probably can't hear it, but I am hitting escape. Doing nothing. Alright, these are copper. 2. Copper. 2. Oh, I forgot to do this. Ah! See, that's what happens when I'm not paying attention. Alright. And then this one, gold. Make sure that's that. And then we exit out of that. Alright. That's the simple entire section is set up, and this one is now set up. These both work. You can, by the way, if you want, you can exclude this section and this section, or this section, right? And because all these are included with this section. So that is something you can do. Alright, so also something with this section is that there is a limiter, right? So eventually these will just stockpile because you can set it over here how much wire you want to have or how much plates, right? So this, right, you're gonna be looking for gold plates in that one. This one you'll be looking for copper, and this one you'll be looking for iron. Right, and then you set how much you want in there. So, let's say I want at least 2,000 plates in there. Right, and then I'll turn off. And then do the same for the other one. On the test one I did over there, I did 5,000, and it took forever to get up to there. Okay. Oxygen again. Another reminder, go get oxygen. I'm doing this survivally because, to be honest, I don't want to spend the time to get all of the research unlocked for this. Yes, there is some research that you do need to have unlocked to be able to use this. You need at least tier 2. You need at least advanced constructors. That is basically the bare minimum, and you need to have a logic unlocked. Other than that, it's pretty bare bones. Right. Oh, and you need advanced smelters as well. Locked. Okay, we got one of those done. Moving on to these 2. Alright. Excuse me. Alright. This one over. I'm also going to set it at 2,000. This one over here. Plates. 2,000. And then this one is way over here. And I put 100. It can be whatever you want. All these values for this on when you want it to stop is up to you. Because like once these stops, these will stop calling and these will back up. Alright, makes sense. And then eventually when these stop calling, these will back up and it'll shut these off. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Alright. Now we do the same for the next side. I'll, yeah. See you then. Because it does take a bit. Alright, now that we have that done. Alright, everything's selected on this side. We get to go to the, I call it the insane logic piece of this. Like, this is the part where I'm like, why did I do this? Because this does take a while. Alright, first thing we need to do, we need to grab this. Alright, we want to look at, which one is this for? These are for iron? Yeah, okay. That's right, you want to make sure that you know what these are for. These are for iron. Alright, so you just want to click iron. Iron plates. Oh yeah, and I should probably say that, yeah, these are iron plates. This one is gold. And then all these over here are copper. So you wanna copper. 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 Oh yeah, if you ever switch the copper and iron back there, you will basically switch them for each of these. And that's about it. It's not hard. Alright. Now that all those are done, we get the fun part. Alright. Go in here. It's just calling. So, yeah. These are just calling ones. Just make sure they're set. And they should be fine. Alright, all those are set. This one is copper. This one is also copper. Copper. Oh. Oh, wait. I did that one wrong. Yep, I did that wrong. Okay, cool. So, yeah, don't make that mistake. What I just did. This one should go to here. Yes. This one should go to here. That's better. This one over here goes to this one. This one goes to this one. This one is gold. Do keep that in mind. This one is gold. Oh, and I forgot to select the resource. There we go. That should work now. And I forgot to do it for these too. Yeah. Don't do that. The site's almost done. Almost. Now we get the fun part. Select this one for copper. This one is for iron. And this one is for gold. This one's a little bit switched around. Yeah, it's just so the lines don't cross. Okay, over here we get to select all of these. Alright, I want it to be at least that. Let's just say that, alright? Oh, and we want to make sure that we select the type as well. Is that the right amount? No, I just took a screenshot. Let's go! Accidental screenshots. You love them. Alright. Alright. And then another copper one. Make sure it's that. 1,000. That's okay. Right, copper. 1,000. 10,000. Alright. This is the fun part where you have to add in signal cable. Yes, you will need more of this, turns out. Because it doesn't let you actually look and choose if you do that. So I also want the same for that. Alright, and then add. Alright, make sure to add, otherwise this does not work. So add. And then add this back. I almost selected something in the background. That would have been bad. And then we want to put the same amounts. Do the same for this. 1,000. Alright. And then we have the final one over here. Which I'm going to put gold at, I don't know, 25, because it's, you know, not producing 4 of it. So that should theoretically have the same as this. They should all end at the same time. Alright, now a second side. Because you get to do that, all of that over again. So I'll let you guys do that, and then I'll be back after that. Alright, I forgot to say something about this side. It is basically the same as this side, except for this one little thing. You do want to take this and place it down once you got this in. That is the only difference. You just have one more block to place. Anyways, do you now have successfully, almost, done everything? Almost. I'm gonna explain a little bit of what everything does and why there's, like, no power over here. Well, first, these is what's gonna create power. Solar panels, like, you just need so much water. It's so much cost. So, I was like, alright, let's just have these, so that they're running on their separate system. So that way they can produce coal, right? And that coal can just be burned, because, I mean, I guess you could use the coal for something else, but this is not going to do so. This fully produces what? Whatever this number over here is. 1,320 power total, which is quite a bit. You'll never use that much. Especially for this. It's an insane amount of power for as small as this is. So yeah, the last thing you have to do is make sure that you didn't do what I did here. I didn't even realize that. So now I get to do this, which is fun. I'm hoping this works. I am. This probably will not work. So as you can tell, I made a mistake. And now I'm paying for it. So yeah, don't do what I did, basically. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this. So yeah, don't do what I'm doing. I just totally screwed up, that's all. I didn't get that one. Turn. There, that fixed it. Anyways. Yeah. All you need to do is click this. And there. It is now running. Now, what you want to be looking for is clogs, right? Making sure that each line is going, right? Making sure that it's not doing something weird. Stuff is not supposed to be where it's supposed to be. And you'll probably have to walk through this a few times once this is all up and running, because this will slowly start. That means that production is just going to be screwed for a little bit until I get, like, 38 of them up and running, which is about a row and a bit. Yeah, look at that. And this shouldn't back up. If anything backs up here, it will go into here, and if these back up, they have storage. It shouldn't happen. This is a 10 by 10. This is 100 of them. The other one over there is a 10 by 9, because that's an earlier version. This is like the final version, so yeah. Don't do this. Don't place them wrongly like I have. It's because you can place them on the top of these containers, which is a little weird. I don't get it. But yeah, don't do that. Alright, and actually, now, if you want, you can. I don't actually have them. You'll get an oxygen barrier. And start placing those, if you also have gold. I need to wait for gold. But yeah, you can start placing those around, you know, like, making it so that you have oxygen. Of course, I'm immediately going to have oxygen, because I have a bunch of oxygen being generated from these. Alright. Basically, what this was, designed by was this. This was the first generation of, like, let me do this massively. And just, yeah, as you can see, it's very unorganized, right? Everything comes over here, just gets sprawled out to craziness. I mean, literally all that is contained in this. And then this gets all put into here, right? It's a little different over there. It doesn't sort coal until it's out of these, which is not great. It's not what you want. You want to sort them while they're coming over here. Right, they will, all of them end up over here getting broken into ice or coal, and as you can see, these get severely backed up. Right, these are not the greatest at all. And then everything gets thrown in, put into here, and then it gets sorted into these three. Right. I have no gold right now, because actually gold is being pushed out to here. Yeah, there goes the gold train. To there. And then that, yeah, it's also calling. That's this part. And then this is also calling. This is just put in, all this is put into that. Or this. At a much better scale, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a little longer, but it's not as wide or just kind of confusing. Like, I can make this shorter by cutting these as much as possible, right? Like, I don't need all this extra space. I just have it because I didn't know how this would work. I'm going to fix this here. Yeah, I'm also, like, watching, making sure. Oh, yeah. Change this. That's why we have these. Just in case. Yeah, it didn't back up terribly. It's fine. Oh, and there's our first gold bar. So yeah, right now we're operating at 100% efficiency because everything's on now. These hold about, what is it, like, yeah, it's some low-ish number. It's like 27,000 water. We can do those, connect them together, and then you can connect them to a giant water source like I have over here, which currently has 500,000, which is not bad, considering this was only at a little less than 1,000 yesterday. So that's what I'm going to do with this. This went from a tutorial to, hey, let me show you how to do this. So I'm going to take this and actually root it underneath so it's a little bit more, you know, nicer. It's a little bit out of the way. Doesn't look as terrible. Yeah, now that'll start filling up that too. Yeah, these are not filling up. That's good. That means it's pushing everything out. So everything's working perfectly. What I did with my last one, you'll see over here. If you want, you could copy this not so good looking way of splitting it. Where I was like, alright, this goes over here and here, this goes over here and here. I just split it up. It's like, I don't need this technically. I apparently have a bunch of aluminum though in these. I apparently had some aluminum in this at one point. Yeah, as you see here though, like this shuts off because this reached 2,000, right? This one reached 5,000. Like I said before, that took forever. Okay, these are done because yeah, these don't need any more. As you can see, I've ran out of copper wire over here. Clearly, and maybe over here. There's only one storage over here. Right, I'm at 10,000. What is this set for? 20,000? Yeah, that's gonna take a while. This, I think, is set for... What is this set for? 2,000 as well? Okay. This is only set for 1,000. Okay. Yeah, there you go. There's what all this is. Ooh, come on. Yeah. There's all of this explained. Don't place this. This will absolutely crash your game. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.